Today, on Beyond, a daughter murdered by her ex-boyfriend's jealous lover makes a plea to her mother from beyond.
I cannot ever, ever forgive either one of them.
Plus,
you know, you get yourself in all different trouble. Why do you do that?
a deceased woman warns her son to straighten up.
I wanted to crawl out of there, but I'm glad he didn't say anything. I was thinking.
And a grandmother's spirit orders this woman to make up with her father.
How can I weasel out of that one?
Today, on Beyond. Using his extraordinary psychic ability to communicate with spirits, he's transformed lives by unlocking mysteries and sharing secrets from the other side. James Van Praagh, best-selling author, renowned medium, and your connection to the world beyond.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I want to thank all of you here in the audience and all of you at home watching us today. Thank you for going beyond with me. Let's start. I'd like to start with my readings in the back over here, please. Did your mom pass? No. There's a lady there, like a grandmother feeling around you. Yeah? Yeah. I don't know who it is, but there's a woman back there.
Yeah.
I saw her.
Yeah.
Are you named after someone?
Roughly.
Who were you named after?
Genevieve.
Who's you named after? Is there an
I'm Jennifer.
Is your
Genevieve
grandmother's
is
name
my
Jennifer?
grandmother. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Your father's mother's in spirit, isn't she?
Yes.
And your mother's mother's in spirit.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Did one of your grandmothers wear a cross?
Yeah? A cross with a crown.
Okay, and there was a cross around her neck she used to wear?
Yes.
And had a cross when when you used to see her, she always used to have this cross around
Yeah.
in her neck.
Yeah.
Understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if there's your mother's grandmother, mother's mother, your father's. Okay, that's what I want to go to. Who was the other teacher in the family? Who taught kids or had kids?
That might be me.
Okay. Do you teach kids outside of school?
Yes.
At like a school study
Yes.
thing? That's what we're going to. Okay. It's so weird because this grandmother here with a cross is very proud of you, and she said you didn't know her really. I don't think you knew her very well because I think you were very young when she passed over, okay? She was talking about you being in a situation or a relationship earlier on,
Right.
which is very detrimental to you, okay?
Yeah.
And you had to learn from that
Yeah.
because it was really, I don't know if it was an abusive relationship, but it was one that was not good for you.
Right.
You understand?
Which one?
Who's a very tall man?
Uh-huh.
There was a relationship with a very tall man.
Yes.
Let's redo that. So there was Anyway, this grandmother's talking to me about a relationship with a very tall man, and that was an abusive relationship, and she said you had to learn from that. I know that there's family members you have lost contact with or you don't talk to.
Right.
You understand, don't you? Mm-hmm. And I know there are actually two specifically, okay? And I know Dad also. I know about your father. She's referring to your father specifically, but there's someone else also, like a sibling or something. You understand that too?
Yep.
Okay? And she said you need to work on that. You need to work on that. And she's very strong when she comes through. And she said, especially father, I think.
Yeah.
You know? And I think
Yeah.
he's in a different state or a different place.
Yeah,
Okay?
He's in another state.
Okay? And that's what needs to be worked on. Please.
Oh.
I know it's hard, honey.
Okay,
I know it's hard, but this is our schoolroom here.
Right.
This is the places we have to work these things out. So would you help him?
Oh, all right.
Would you do what you can do? You know what? I think you'll rise to the occasion. I
Yeah.
think you will rise to the occasion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to leave you with that, all right? Thank you.
Thank you.
I need to talk to someone who either owns two houses right now, and there's been a legal fight over one of the houses. Is that you? No. Do you own two houses?
Yeah, and we're suing over
Hold
both
on.
of them.
You're what? What?
There's litigation with both of them.
Okay. As a father figure here, by the way, okay? Father figure. I want to say there's a lady over there, too. I'm not sure if it's a mother connected with him or a grandmother. Hold on, let me ask. Thank you. They're connected to the wedding ring, so it's a marriage, it's mother and father, okay? Who was married twice?
They both were.
Okay. Good. They're both here, okay? Is that all right?
That's okay.
Is that okay? Is that who you're hoping would come today?
Well, yeah.
Do you know what Joseph?
Josephine.
Josephine, is that your mother?
Yes.
Thank you. Just validation. Okay. Because I'm saying, give me something that we know this is the man. You know, you get yourself in all different trouble. Why do you do that? Your mother says he's always getting himself in trouble, and we have to help him out. Oh, let me put it to you this way. There's a lot of acceptance with you that was not here when they were living, and then you have it now. Understand? Okay. I got to go. I got to leave you that. God bless you.
James talked about how very happy your grandmother is that you're a teacher.
Who taught kids or had kids?
I was just so amazed that he got my grandmother. I was really happy to hear from her. I wasn't expecting her, you know?
She always used to have this cross around in her neck.
And she's like the spiritual leader of our family. My grandmother was. And it was so nice to get that validation from her. And I was really, really pleased to hear from her.
She's talking about you being in a situation or a relationship earlier on, which is very detrimental to you, and you had to learn from that.
I think that's kind of wishful thinking on her part. Like, I hope you do learn from your past relationships. I mean, I've had to have.
Do you feel like you need to make amends with your dad? That was another thing that kept coming up when James was talking.
Yeah, I thought,
amends with your dad.
I like, how can I weasel out of that one? But that's a huge thing.
And she wants me to tell you that she's very proud of you.
It felt good, and it felt good for him to bring that message from my grandmother that, yeah, you're on the right path. That's how it felt to me, like you're on the right path. You know, keep going.
I'm glad it helped, and
Yeah.
you got your message.
That was fun.
Thank you. Maya, I have to say, I couldn't read you in this reading. I couldn't tell if you were skeptical or if James sort of changed your mind. What was going through your head when he mentioned your grandmother? He said Joseph, and you said
Josephine. No, that's my mother.
Your mother.
Right. And I shock. I just surprised. I was going, wait a minute. Yeah, because I was kind of skeptical myself.
Do you own 2 houses?
We're going to settle one, it looks like. The other one's going to litigation. So that's, I was impressed. I got to thinking maybe he's getting me followed or something. How would he know this stuff?
Your mother says he's always getting himself in trouble, and we have to help him out.
I wanted to crawl out of there, but I'm glad he didn't say anything. I was thinking, be quiet, don't say anything else.
what did he mean?
Well,
What did he mean by that?
Well, things happen, you know. We don't need to, things happen. You know?
You look completely shell-shocked sitting here talking to me about this.
Well, I'm still kind of scratching my head going, you know what, how could he know that stuff?
Has he made you a believer?
He's good. Mr. Van Praagh is good. He's good. I'm glad he didn't go into any detail, but he's
I
good.
can see that you're happy about that.
I was relieved, you know.
Thank you, Meyer. I'll leave you
Thank you.
alone now. Thank you for doing this. A jealous girlfriend murdered her daughter. What's the one thing this mother is desperate to say? Find out next on Beyond. It's been 5 years, and our next guest still can't accept that her teenage daughter was stabbed to death by her ex-boyfriend's jealous lover. What you're about to see was recorded before the show. No one in our studio, including James, has seen it. Here's Yetta's story.
My relationship with my daughter was the best. We were best friends. She was murdered a week before her 18th birthday. She had left that evening with an ex-boyfriend of hers, and I never saw her again. I want to tell her I love her. I want to tell her I miss her. I never got to say goodbye.
Hi, Yetta.
Hi,
How are you?
James.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
and
to
thank you
meet
for coming here. You came from where did you come?
I came from Milwaukee,
Milwaukee,
Wisconsin. Yes.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you
Appreciate
for
that.
having me.
I hope I can help you. I know you lost your daughter, yes?
Yes,
she
I
was
did.
murdered?
She was murdered, yes.
Okay. Well, I hope that she can come through and give you some insights. I'm
hope so,
hoping.
too.
I'm hoping.
Thanks.
Were you raised in a different country, by the way, or was there?
I was born in Germany and
Okay,
came
that's
here.
what I just heard.
Yeah.
I heard that here.
Oh.
There's a grandparents here, right behind you.
Okay.
And the grandfather and grandmother are behind you.
Yes.
And interesting enough, there's a grandparent who's talking to me. I'm not sure. I think it's your grandfather. He just wants me to reassure you that your daughter is not hurt. She's not hurt. She's not hurt.
Good.
She's not hurt. There was trouble at her school. He's talking about your daddy. He said, oh, there was trouble at her school. When she was going to school, there was trouble there at her school, and the people there were not good that she was with, didn't like these people, and she put herself in, forced herself to hang out or be with, he's not saying hang out, but he's impressing me with thing. The people that she was with, associated with, were not good people.
They weren't.
Good. And is there anyone named Max, or Max, Maxine, Maxell, Max, M-A-X name?
No.
M-A?
Me. Mark?
Who's this? Is it a friend of your daughter's or something?
It's a friend of my other daughter's
Friend of
who
your other
died
daughter.
in a car crash.
Okay, well, he's around.
He's here.
Yeah, I know that. Go on. He said, all right, I'll tell her. He's telling me that you asked for him earlier on this morning, that you thought of him,
Yes.
Mark.
Yes.
And he said, she thought of me, and she was wondering if I was going to come through as well.
Right.
Does it make sense to you?
It does make sense.
Okay.
Yes, it does.
I never knew who was going to come through. That's why we open ourselves up to this. But you
Yes.
brought him in with your thoughts. Now, the way spirits sometimes will work is they will meld a thought together as one in order to send it to me. And the
Okay.
thought they keep on saying over and over again is, she's okay, she's okay. And she wants to talk to you, your daughter. And she comes and she's full of tears here. And she said, Mama, Mama, it wasn't my fault. It wasn't her fault.
It wasn't her
And
fault.
I tell you, there was a lot of, go on. There's a lot of jealousy here with her around her death. There is, I feel in a way she's ambushed. I
Yes,
gotta
she
tell you,
was.
because she gives me the sense of being ambushed. Okay.
Yes, she was.
Go on. She's very pretty.
Isn't she, though?
Oh my God, she's gorgeous. She could be a model. And go on. She didn't mean it to happen this way. She didn't mean for it to happen this way.
I know.
She kept on saying, you warned me about going out. You warned me about going out. Not going out there. Don't go to this place, or don't go to this particular place. And you didn't like a certain type of people she was with. Okay? Was she killed with a gun, by the way, or how was she?
She was stabbed
She was stabbed.
with a steak knife.
Was this someone that, she's telling me it's someone she knew? She said someone she knew?
Yes.
Okay? And
Yes.
that's because I wasn't sure how she was murdered. You know, this feels to me, when she comes in here, I also want to say, was her throat involved at all?
Yes, it was.
Like slashed in the throat
she
or
was
cut in the
cut-
throat?
She was stabbed in her aorta.
Because I just see like blood in the throat. I wasn't
Yeah.
sure if it's a slash or what, but it feels like this area is really,
Yeah, he was
okay.
stabbed.
It's just a memory of the last, what spirit has is usually the last memory they have is how they left the earth,
Yeah.
okay? So she has to show me those things in order for you to, as validation, so you know it's really her and that this is coming through.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why we have to describe those things. Okay. But you need to know that she's all right with them.
Yes.
She is forgiving him. She's forgiving him. She's forgiving him. And she said, you have to forgive him too.
Oh, James.
I know, it's not easy to do this. I know. It's an incredible lesson of forgiveness. And you might not understand it right now. And it'll take you a while to.
Yes.
But, you know, it's sometimes, you know, it's energy. And you put that forgiveness energy there, you know, you have to give it out there because it's the right thing to do. You're such a good mom. You are such an incredible mom. And you know what? You couldn't have prevented this, even though Mark is a bit of a philosopher too.
Yeah.
And he's joking with your father.
Oh,
your
he's
father.
a good one to joke with.
Yeah. And they're talking about you have to realize that you're a good mom. And you could not have prevented this from happening. You know, you did what you could do as a mom. But you can do any more, you know?
Right.
Sometimes we
Right.
can't play God because things are out of our control. Was she walking home? Was she just coming from her friends or something?
She had to leave the house because of the violence that the girl was trying to beat her up. So she walked.
This
out
was
of
the other girlfriend.
The other girlfriend.
Okay.
Right.
But she was walking home.
She walked outside and waited for him to
Okay.
take her home.
Okay. And who comes up from behind?
Sherry.
She's not a good person.
She's not.
She's troubled. She's troubled. Why did she say?
Why?
She said, well, you know why now. You know why. But they waited on getting her help. She's saying that to me.
Yes.
You understand that?
Yes.
Because she said they waited on getting me any help. Why did they wait so long? She said
Yeah.
they waited very long.
Why did they leave her lay there?
And she was bleeding. And she said she waited there. And I know. She keeps on telling me, I'm better, Mama. I'm better, Mama. She's better, Mama. She really is. She's better. She's really, really better. She said, Mama, I love you so much.
Oh, I love you, Nicole.
She loves you so much. And she wants me to tell you, I hear your thoughts, so she hears your thoughts.
I talk to her every day.
She gets it.
She gets it.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're not alone.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Okay, sweetie. God bless. I hope that
Thank
helps
you.
you.
Oh.
James urged Yetta to forgive her daughter's killer. Can she do it? Find out next on Beyond. Yetta was shaken by her reading with James, who was able to reach her murdered daughter.
She said, Mama, I love you so much.
Oh, I love you, Nicole.
Now she's about to reveal her thoughts and feelings.
Yetta,
Yes.
you wondered in the reading if Mark would come through with your daughter.
Oh, that totally blew me away. Mark is my younger daughter Jennifer's friend. He was killed in a car accident.
She thought of me, and she was wondering if I was going to come through as well.
What made you think of him?
He was just in my mind, maybe because it was his anniversary, or if he's together with Nicole, because they've all known each other.
Yeah. Does it make you feel better to know she's with Mark?
Yes, it
Mark's
does.
around?
Yes, yes, it does. It really does.
Now, James talked about jealousy being around your daughter, and that had something to do with her death. Can you explain that to us?
When Nicole went to school, she was her own person. She was beautiful. She loved herself, and where they believed they were jealous about her because, yes, she did turn heads.
I know it's tough, you know, these questions, but I have to ask, what exactly happened to her?
She was picked up by her ex-boyfriend, and it was supposed to be with some money, returning some money that she had taken out of the bank. Well, he ended up taking Nicole to his pregnant 4.5-month girlfriend Sherry's house. And when Sherry came home, she saw Nicole there, and she was threatening her. She was enraged that Nicole was even there with him. And Nicole left the house because I've always told her, Nicole, if anybody ever wants to fight you, women are evil. You know, just walk away. I says, you're a better person if you walk away. They may hit you in the back or whatever, but at least you walk away from the fight. Well, Nicole did walk away, but Sherry wasn't about to let that happen.
And who comes up from behind?
She grabbed a steak knife out of the kitchen sink and went out the front door, went down 2 flights of stairs, came from her in the back.
Because I just see like blood in the throat.
And stabbed her right in her aorta. And she fell into Rob's arms.
They waited on getting her help.
She just lay there while the both of them walked back upstairs to the house to get rid of the evidence, get rid of the blood.
In the reading, James talked about how your daughter has forgiven them.
And she said, you have to forgive him too.
I have to believe in time that you can let go of some of this because it's not good for you.
This is something I need to pray to do. I cannot do it. I cannot ever, ever forgive either one of them. Maybe with God's help in time. No, it won't happen. It won't happen. Nicole, I love you. I really would love to do it for her. But being earthbound for me and feeling the hate and anger that I feel for these 2 people, I can't. Never.
If you'd like to be part of the Beyond Show audience and have a chance for a reading with James, call our toll-free number, 1-866-88-JAMES, or go to our website at thebeyondshow.com.
Thanks for being with us, and we'll see you tomorrow Beyond.
How do you tune things out?
Well, learning with developing my ability, what I do is you learn to open up and close down. It's like a radio. You turn it on, you turn it off. So I become very receptive when I open myself up. When I'm not working, I turn myself right off and shut it off. I shut off my receptivity, if you will. So that comes with really meditation and development.
You talked about developing your psychic abilities. We each have that in us.
That's right.
What would you suggest?
There are everyday exercises you can do, like you have elevator banks. Which elevator is going to come first? In Los Angeles, we have the best one, parking spaces. Where do you find a parking space?
Really, so like
Wherever
using
you feel.
exercises.
Right, you use exercise. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the more it develops.